We fell in love, like a child falls in love with the stars in the sky. They tell him it's idle pleasure. He, thankfully, feels otherwise. On the rooftop or the windowsill with bare eyes, he learns that the stars are the brightest on the darkest nights. He listens intently to their soothsay, wondering if he will ever touch those glinting eyes, looking back at him from many light years away. He doesn't know yet, or perhaps he does, that the world is indeed made of stars and stardust. That millions of years ago a star burst, only to become the earth, its life, us. So why couldn't a child fall in love with the stars when he was made of one? Maybe in those glinting eyes he saw his own reflection. We fell in love, like a child falls in love with the stars in the sky. Too different to love, not yours to choose, came their outcry. I grew up in a battleground where Gandhari cried. The Kauravas were slayed and war knew not of wrong or right. But in Kurukshetra, the war still goes on. Arjun is not in a dilemma. Conscience is a feeling bygone. Love fights oppression, oppression honor, honor doesn't know what it is, and love bleeds in every corner. We fell in love, like a child falls in love with the stars in the sky. Our fate was determined by the ones that had never lived our lives. Weaving a trap of terror, leaving all their fingerprints behind, they nonchalantly kept up with the tradition of love and tragedy intertwined. The greatest love stories that had once emerged from this land had carved themselves into the lines of my hands. I knew our story wouldn't last for the secret meetings of Soni Mahibal or the momentary happiness when he reunited with Rancha or any peace at all. Engulfed in fire, there would be no more than two lines. The first, they fell in love. The second, they died. We fell in love. A child falls in love with the stars in the sky. My spine broken for standing up for us. My heart burned for beating too fast when he came by. My blood turned into smoke for bringing the blush on my cheek. My lips cut open for taking his name like a hymn. My hands for not leaving his when they striked him. The bright orange flame melted our skin, reaching inside. It burnt every cell in our body that had ever tried to live, unknown of what it was going to defy. When they burnt us, we screamed no more. We laughed instead. Even the stars could hear the uproar. Little by little, we fell to the ground to become a simple truth that would leave them dumbfounded. All made by stardust, it rises as it collapses. I didn't turn into gold or he to coal, it was just ashes. We were made of the same thing, but I wasn't supposed to love him. Why? We fell in love, like a child falls in love with a star in the sky.